We're set for a Power 4 conference matchup. It's the SEC versus the Big 12. Both sides looking for a statement victory today. Welcome to Boone Pickens Stadium in Stillwater, Oklahoma, home of the Oklahoma State Cowboys. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the Oklahoma State Cowboys. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Makes the grab. It's Rice. Spins away from the defender. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Tries to get it to the running back. Pulls it in. It's Richard. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. Man, think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua, Bryce Young recently. Just a different level of quarterback play and really gives this offense an edge to it.
Important second down play coming up. And the same runner's got it again. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The sure hands. It's ETN. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down. 4th down and 2 coming up to try to keep the drive going.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now
he's got it. Enough for a first down. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Chris, what a statement here early in the game. By going for it on 4th down, it paid.
So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Taking a deep shot here to the right. Pass caught down at the 20. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Offense will decline the penalty after that big gain. Off the penalty, the offense will now set up in the red zone with the first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking to the end zone. The pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Testing the right side here. Headed for the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tide. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Throws a stiff arm. The sure hands. It's Edwards. And that gained enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48. The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. QB decides to keep it here. Makes the first on his own, looking for more now. He's in the clear. Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama.
And I love to watch the execution of this option play. Right now, the defense has no idea if this quarterback's going to pull it or if he's going to give it. Here he pulls it himself, finds yards, and comes up with a touchdown.
So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. It's a shotgun run call. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
On second down here. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking deep to the right side. And the pass is dropped incomplete, but it had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They make the stop, but it's a big play to the 31.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. That's a design quarterback keeper.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Douglas. They bring him down, but that's enough to move this offense into the red zone with a first down at the 17. Alabama now operating in the red zone. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Lets it fly to the wideout. Touchdown, Bama. This passing game is still on fire.
Of course, with another touchdown, this first half could not have gone any better for this offense and this team, building up such a big lead. And on the other side, oh my gosh, now you really start to see who's got some fight, who's a competitor, because you got a big hole to be able to climb out of.
Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? Oh, but he could not hold on. Would have been a huge gain.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
And he will be stuffed for no gain.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. Tackle is finally made, but the gain is all the way to the 24.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
One explosive play has this offense set up just outside the red zone now with the first down. Caught over the middle. It's Richard. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Heads up, first snap in the red zone on this drive. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Grab near the sticks. It's Edwards. The tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. First and goal from the 9. The Tide offense line up here on first and goal. And the quarterback dropping back, looking to the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All he had to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Here's the first play of the drive now, set up at the 24. There's the handoff. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here, keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. It's been pretty one-sided so far at the end of 3. Let's check out the stats. One quarter to play in what has been a beatdown. Well, this one ended up being a blowout, Kirk. They get the W, but they also...
New Mexico State will kick it off and will be underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Duke's offense will go on the attack first. And David, if you like big plays, and I know you do, and highlight real catches, and I know you do, we've got a guy for you on this offense.
Man, it's so fun to watch him, not for defensive coordinators and defensive players, but this is a guy that can make plays all over the field. He will be highlighted, just the speed, the playmaking, the catching ability.
Breaks into the open. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
Hey, a lot of coaches talk about, let's set the tone early. Let's come out and assert our style. I like it. Let's just come out and fling it and make a big play and make this defense know we're ready to get this thing rolling.
Touchdown, Blue Devils! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. So New Mexico State's offense has the ball for the first time. Looking to throw on first down. Too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
The Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Pressure coming. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Man, you talk about starting a game in style. You dream about getting to the quarterback and getting sacks. How about this? Back-to-back sacks for that young man on 2 plays. That is a dream start.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
Lord have mercy. I got nothing for you. 3 in a row? Really? 3 sacks? All right, let's change the game plan. Let's run the football, get the ball out quick. This isn't working.
New Mexico State will be forced to punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Throws for the tight end. Finds a man on the right. At the 45 on his way. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Touchdown, Duke! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
They already have the lead, and they're trying to build it here in the first quarter with an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. This should be the last play of the quarter. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Finds the tight end. Plows through the defense. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. That's the end of the period, and Duke has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. There's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end, in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to...
There he goes! They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Snagged out of the air. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to go with the QB designed run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front. Guys defeating blocks, able to get that tackle for loss.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. It'll be 3rd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Caught, close to the marker, it's Owens. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. A first down run on the doorstep. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well. Offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They already have the lead, and they apparently want more here in the first half, going for the onside kick.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Bishop. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Catch in the middle, it's Otten. They get him down at the 36, it will be a first down. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Wants to throw on first down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Touchdown, New Mexico State. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And that touchdown was massive for the offense. Gives them confidence heading into halftime. But remember, they're going to be receiving first in the third quarter, so they get an opportunity to cut even further into this lead. That was a huge play.
And he made the extra point without problem. Want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the 3rd downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
To do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
New Mexico State will be forced to punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. That's caught. It's Jordan. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Lets it fly. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
Working the big fella to the corner. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They are really clicking along. 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Duke.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
And that's why you've got a lot of receivers on your hands team. Guys, the best hands on your team, so they're able to hop on that.
The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few 1st downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. Guys, time has expired here in the quarter, and Duke is on top. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. 1 more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Stopped right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
That's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Let's go! Looking for a man. It's Mendoza. Grabbed in the middle. It's Cobb. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Cobb. Across the field. Just keeps moving. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. And that comfortable lead they enjoy right now is not slowing down the aggression, not one bit.
Well, I think at this point, the coaching staff is just trying to continue evaluating their own players, and I don't hate the mindset. If there's time on the clock, keep trying to score.
Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Rivers.
I tell you, you got to be careful if you're the defense right now because you're behind. I know you want to be aggressive. You might want to start blitzing, getting a lot of guys close to the line of scrimmage, but this offense is going to take opportunities when they have one-on-ones, and they just did right there.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. The Blue Devils have it in scoring position on first and goal. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Touchdown, Blue Devils! And they take it in for 6 more points. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Aggies offense will have another go at it. But this offense needs something to feel good about. It hasn't been very productive today, Jesse.
Well, I think it's just important they stay aggressive, try to throw the football, and just see what this quarterback can do here at the end of the game to build confidence for the next time they take the field.
Yeah, and there hadn't been much good today. But build confidence, sure, but just show your team you're going to keep fighting no matter what the scoreboard says.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
I would not want to be the offensive coordinator right now. This offense has a hard time completing the forward pass and making plays, and now you're down, and they know to rush the passer. They know the pass is coming. I'm not sure what the answer is because this offense is just struggling in the passing game.
Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield.
Welcome to this College Ultimate Team Challenge presented by EA Sports College Football. As always, if you want to check what goals you're going after, just go to the pause menu. In this challenge, you'll be facing the North Carolina Tar Heels. Now to my guys in the booth. Take it away.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Back to pass, it's Mendoza. Going for a big play right off the bat.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
That is a beautiful throw. We were all talking coming into this game. We weren't sure if anyone was going to be able to complete a pass because of these conditions. And as a quarterback, when you're throwing in the snow, the ball's slick. Anyone running a route, it's hard to get in and out of breaks. But those two guys were on the same page right there, coming up with a huge play in the inclement weather.
Throws to the tight end. Working the big fella downfield and outside. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15. And the Blue Devils have it with a 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. From the one, it's 1st and goal as they try to open the scoring here. With the run on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Duke.
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. They got it. Cover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. They'll start this drive from the 42. Looking to pass. It's Mendoza. Snagged in the middle. It's Rivers. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
Well, that's a great job working through his progression. The first guy he wanted to throw to wasn't open. He was able to kind of get through it. And lo and behold, there's a guy wide open. Nobody near him. It's a big play for the offense.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Looking downfield on 1st down. Unloads it left. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock.
Turning it on! The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Blue Devils!
And and the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. So the North Carolina Tar Heels offense will get the ball for the first time. Out of the gun, the inside give. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Oh, they're after him. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the quarterback couldn't withstand the heat, and he will go down as we played 1 quarter. That's the end of the period, and Duke has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. And the Tar Heels line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He makes the fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Fires to the right. Got a man, it's Tate. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Use the play fake, now to throw. A strike downfield. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Blue Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Makes the grab. It's Owens.
Well, they're throwing this one to the running back out on the perimeter of the field. They didn't get it to him quick enough, though, so he literally had to tap dance there on the sidelines, make sure he was in bounds when he caught it, and just pick up a few yards.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Duke.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Off the play fake. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Tar Heels will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets it away from his own end zone. He'll return it from around the 50. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Pulls it in. It's Cobb. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Blue Devils will kick it off to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Glover. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wide out there on the slant.
They'll put it in play from the 27. First down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll move the tight end. Quarterback on the keeper. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Tar Heels will try to pin them back with the punt. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Pulls it in, it's Cobb. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Cobb. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Wants to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Wide open downfield. ice time has expired here in the quarter, and Duke is on top. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. The give. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Blue Devils. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And he did get that extra point through with no problem despite the snowy surface. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Nothing but punts as a result of the first 3 offensive drives, hoping this one gets a little more done. Fires left. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. You got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Pocket breaking down. Fires on the move. Working that left side. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm, something they can hang their hat on so that moving forward, this offense has an identity.
Wants to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Glover. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Tar Heels are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Great job by the defense, understanding what they were seeing. They played the read game beautifully, strung it out. Quarterback continues to drift to his left, no space.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. He wants to change this route. Scanning the field, it's Newton. Shoots it to the left. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Throws to the tight end. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Looking for more room. Touchdown, North Carolina. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good.
Breaks into the open. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the fourth quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna sling it on second down. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Cobb. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. And another big play by this offense. And if they are playing, not thinking about the scoreboard at all, there's evidence of it right there.
Hey, if there's time on the clock, as a defense, stop us. Because we're not stopping ourselves. We're going to continue being aggressive.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Duke.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Welcome, folks, to Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. Hi, folks, and welcome to this highly competitive matchup, as we'll see the number 10 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. Will kick this away to start us off. And here's the return from inside the 5. They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So Miami's offense is on the field for the first time today. And all eyes, Kirk, in this matchup of elite wide receivers. They got great skill. They got big personalities. You know they want to outdo each other in the showdown today.
Well, it's a showcase opportunity for both of these two wide receivers. A lot of eyes on them, not only in college football, but I don't know the last time, Chris, we were on the field pregame and saw so many NFL personnel evaluating these two to see who ends up stepping up and playing better.
Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. Delay of game penalty will cost the offense 5. Wideouts now clustered. And there's the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and to keep him short of the first down.
Back to pass. It's Beck. He fires it down the middle. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, this defense has got to be aware that this quarterback and this offensive coordinator, they're not afraid to take shots. Here we see it early in this game, throwing the ball downfield. Defense has got to be aware. Keep those safeties back. Keep your eyes up. Try to keep a lid on this offense and look for some turnover opportunities.
Oh, and it's dropped by a normally very reliable receiver. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
The offense stays on the field in this opening drive. They'll go for it in their own territory. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Fires it to the left side. They can't connect. A costly turnover on downs. Rebels offense comes out for their first possession today. Kirk, not often these days you see a matchup as good as this between two elite running backs, two guys with a focal point of the offense.
And talking to them this week, you know they are both hyped up to go against each other, both looking for bragging rights. Can't wait to see who ends up playing better.
game.